The West Coast, often called the left coast because of its progressive leanings, is living up to that label once again. A coalition of Western state governors and city mayors is rejecting U.S. President Donald Trump's attempts at rolling back environmental protections, including the Clean Power Plan passed by President Obama. In a joint statement, the 8 local and state politicians stated any attacks on the Clean Power Plan would move our nation in the wrong direction and put American prosperity at risk. We will assert our own 21st century leadership and chart a different course. Climate change is one of our greatest threats. Environmental law experts say this will very likely lead to a battle in court, with California leading the way, the state with the most aggressive greenhouse targets in the world, to cut emissions 40% below 1990 levels by the year 2030.
I think it's clear that California is gearing up for a court battle. It has an Attorney General, Javier Becerra, who is a very strong litigator and very strategic. So I don't think it's shying away from a court battle at all. I actually think it welcomes potentially, the third party sort of neutral arbiter of a court, of a judge.
Similar to what happened between Washington state and the Trump administration over the travel ban, which eventually was blocked by a federal appeals court. But the resistance isn't just about protecting the environment. It's also good for business. Environmental advocates are quick to point out flaws in Trump's decisions.
He talks a lot about, for example, saving the U.S. coal industry. There's 69,000 jobs in the U.S. coal industry, about 200,000 in the oil and gas extraction industry. There are 2.5 million jobs in the clean energy sector, and that's just the start.
Ebert says climate change leadership instead is coming from China, where everything from green technology development to carbon emissions cap and trade programs are being fully embraced.
Despite the Trump administration claiming that it's all a Chinese hoax, China is about to embark on the world's largest cap and trade program on the planet, period. The dynamism and the commitment that I've seen from China from the early days in the 1990s of simply wanting to measure what their national greenhouse gas emissions were, to taking this issue very seriously and using that to formulate a sound long-term strategy is exactly what every country should be doing.
Every country except perhaps the United States. May Lee, CGTN, Los Angeles.